Be honest with me. Do you struggle getting your first model onboarded to your agency? If the answer was yes, then this video is exactly for you. After watching this 10, 15, 20 minute guide, I'm guaranteeing you that you will be able to find your first model or your next 200th model. We are going to be discussing a fuckload of methods on how you can recruit your first model. There are three main ways. First one is using the agency's persona. Next one is just using your connections. The third one is using yourself as the image and going up to models in real life. With all of these methods, the agency, connections, and in real life, there are multiple ways of recruiting your first client. In the agency's page, agency's persona, you do have to make a website and an agency Instagram page. You don't have to overthink it. You can just go, for example, look up Moxie Management, which is one of the best OnlyFans agencies out there, and copy their style and copy what they are doing on their agency's page. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't send me 200 messages if this agency page looks good. Just copy what others are doing. That's it. You should be good to go. Don't overcomplicate it. The best way, in my opinion, to recruit your first model is to just run Instagram ads. The reasoning behind it is you don't have to be sending out hundreds of DMs. You don't have to think about your pitch. You don't have to do anything. Just make a really basic advertisement that you're looking for beautiful girls that want to make money working from home. You make an advertisement like that. You invest 10, 20, 50 bucks into it, and you should be able to get a couple hundred leads which are interested in making money, and they are females and most likely they are good looking as well. We do have an in-depth guide on making your first Instagram ad in our Telegram group, which is down in the description, so make sure to check it out. It is called the Red Label TikTok group. In that, just check the pinned messages. You should be able to find a full in-depth guide on how you can make really good looking Instagram ads. Next up is going to be outreach. By outreach, you can leverage mainly five social medias: Instagram, Reddit, OnlyFans itself, Twitter, and TikTok. On Instagram, you can look up restaurants, other fancy places that usually good-looking females go to. Look up those places, check if these models are already doing OnlyFans or not. You can just pitch them the idea that they can be making really good money working from home. They can be good models and they can be influencers. If you've already looked up these restaurants, then you can just train your Discover tab. So constantly look for models on Instagram, look up their pages, follow them, comment under their video, like them. And if you just go to the Discover tab on Instagram, you should be able to find a fuckload of girls that are good looking and would like to be models as well. Next up is going to be on Reddit. On Reddit, you can just search up any not safe for work subreddits. On that, you will find hundreds of models posting in these subreddits. Do keep in mind that most of these girls are already in management. You do have to find a model which is not getting any results. What that means on Reddit is that model only has a couple hundred karma on the account, not getting any traction, just a couple of likes here and there, and usually they are posting in OnlyFans promotion Reddit pages or Reddit subreddits. They are usually posting in OnlyFans promoting subreddits. That is not being done by agencies in most cases because those subreddits do not really work. That's why if you look up those sites or those subreddits, you should be able to find a lot of girls who are struggling to get a couple of fans into their pages. Next up is going to be on OnlyFans. I would definitely recommend when you find a model who seems like that she is struggling, only has a couple likes on her page, you do see that it looks very unprofessional. Then subscribe to their page, invest that $5-10 and give them some advice for free or even some free management for a week or two. You can give them tips to increase their TikTok views, or couple dating app accounts, or Reddit management, or anything in between. You do have to first gain their trust. Just imagine, you are a female who is looking into the sex work industry. You are getting hit up by hundreds of other agency pages looking to be working with you. How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other agencies? All of the agencies out there are the #1 UK biggest, Europe's biggest, #1 management agency, $2 million every single month. All of them just look the same. You do have to give them some value first. That value can be literally anything. Giving them some TikTok advice, TikTok videos every single day. Heck, you can even use our Red Label group to just forward these TikTok videos to them, saying that these videos were curated by our TikTok team, and you can just copy these and you will go viral. Easy as that. It doesn't really cost you anything. Just forward these videos that we are sending in the TikTok group as well. You do have to give them some value first. With these models, you can just find them on other platforms. You can find them on Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, and in most cases they are going to reply to your message if you are messaging them on OnlyFans. Because there are so few agencies putting in the effort to subscribe to their page and give some good advice to them. Next step is going to be to just find them. Awesome. Next step is going to be to find them on OnlyFinder, which is a really good website to find any new upcoming models. You can just check them out, write in new models into the search tab, and it should show you a lot of girls whom are just starting out. Subscribe to their page. You are going to be likely one of the first guys that are going to subscribe to their page. So they are going to reply. Next up is going to be on Twitter. There are so many OnlyFans promotion sites on Twitter. Most of them are just big scams and only full of Indian guys, and a lot of females that are in this OnlyFans industry by themselves without an agency, or they do believe that these sites work. They don't. So it's a good way for you to find beginner models. Next up is going to be sex worker hashtags, hashtag OnlyFans, hashtag Twitter porn, hashtag anything on Twitter can work. You can just search those terms up, search those hashtags up, and you will be able to find these creators. Next up is going to be on TikTok. You make sure to follow a lot of creators on TikTok which are doing, for example, flash trends or any sexual themed TikTok videos. You do see that they are struggling to get traction. They only have 5 followers, 10, 20, 200. Hit them up saying that here is my TikTok list. I'm going to be sending you 5 videos every single day. You can just copy these and you should be good to go. Easy as that. No money involved. You don't have to do shit. Just forward all videos. Next up is going to be using your connections. If you're starting out, I don't believe that you will have any of these connections that I'm just going to be showing you here. But later on, once you gain some traction with your agency, I would definitely recommend you to build up connections with, for example, photographers, porn agencies, other agencies, marketplaces, and IG pages. Let me dive into what all of these really mean. For the photographers, you can search up model photographers in my area, and you will be shown a lot of good photographers who has a lot of connections to these models that are already doing modeling. Why not collaborate with them, saying that if you bring me models into my agency, I'm going to be giving you 5% commission. It's good for the photographer because it's just some side income. You will have connections to virtually unlimited amount of models that are already doing modeling. So in most cases, they are going to be good quality and they are going to be in your area as well. It's not going to be from the other side of the world, but in your area, good looking models, and you only have to give up 5 to 10% commission is usually enough. That 5% commission can be coming from the referral link itself. You do have, just search up OnlyFans referral link and you'll be able to find what I mean by that. Next up is going to be porn or casting agencies. You do need really good connections to be in contact with these guys. I know a few, and they just have, again, unlimited amount of models, usually good looking models that are ready to do porn. Not even OnlyFans, real porn with multiple guys on the same exact video, threesomes, foursomes, everything. So you can just search up any porn agencies in your area. Usually we give them 5 to 15% commission. It again depends on the deal itself and how big the porn agency is. But for this, you do have to know your shit. So like, you do need to give them results. It's not going to be like, this is going to be my first model and you can just bullshit your way through. I mean, it can happen, but I would recommend against it. Next up is going to be just networking with other agencies. Be active in the Telegram groups, asking around, hey guys, do you have any models that I can be working with? But do not just post this into these groups, because you will just get flooded by scammers saying that, yeah, I have this beautiful model that is going to be just a couple $100. Do not post it, just be active in the groups, help each other out. And then once you have built up a connection with these agencies, then you can ask, once you have befriended them, hey, do you have any models, because I'm struggling right now, and they might give you one. In fact, that was one of the ways that I found one of my first models. Next up is going to be model marketplaces. There are numerous model marketplaces out there. I would not recommend to do it for newbies. First up is you're going to be investing $500 to $1,500 right away to just even get your first model, while you don't have any experience with managing them. So in most cases, your first model is not going to make you 10k, 20k, 30k, 50k. I do hope that it will, or she will, but in most cases you're just going to fuck it up, because that is how it really goes. You can watch any gurus out there saying that, yeah, here is one of my guys and he made 15k in the first month just starting out. It's not realistic, and in most cases it's just total bullshit, because that's not likely to happen. That's why if you're starting out, I would not go with model marketplaces. Later on, it can be a good way of getting good quality leads without any effort. Next up is going to be Instagram pages. You can hit up all of these meme pages or female meme pages and girly sites. You can just offer them a couple $100 saying that you want to run on Instagram and on their page, and you should be able to get at least a couple leads from those pages, stating that if they are real pages with real followers. Next up is going to be in real life. I don't like this method because you do have to put in a lot of effort to do it. It's kinda unscalable, and it's just not that professional in my opinion. But there are a few agencies which are doing it. The most methods that they're running in real life is just hitting up their friends. Hey, do you know anyone that needs some managing, who wants to make some side income doing OnlyFans? Next up is going to be going up to these girls in person, saying that I just saw you, you are really good looking, do you want to work with us? I mean, I've seen a couple instances which it has worked, but I'm not going to go into the streets and asking random girls to work with me. I'm more professional than that. Next up is going to be on dating apps, for example Tinder, Bumble, or any sugar daddy sites. For these, you do have to be good looking and you do have to show off your wealth as well. They're not going to believe you if you just appear to the date in a fucking Subaru. That's not going to happen. Just a quick tip for Tinder: if you make your first account and you are not getting any likes or any matches, then just constantly make new and new accounts. That's because Tinder and all of the dating apps has an ELO score. What that means is Tinder is going to measure how good looking you are and how many likes you receive. If you are getting swipe left from a bunch of females, then Tinder will say that then you might be a really bad looking guy, no one wants you, so Tinder is not going to show your profile to other females. The other tactic, if you're not getting any matches, is to switch for 1 or 2 days to everyone instead of just females. That's because these gay guys are much likely to like you, to just swipe right on you. That's going to boost your ELO score, because then you are getting a bunch of likes on your account, and Tinder is going to believe that you are a good-looking guy. And once you have done that for a couple of days, then you can just switch back to only females. The last one is going to be strip clubs. If you are a beginner, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're just a scrawny little kid, 18-year-old boy who doesn't know what he's doing, then don't go to strip clubs, don't do, for example, escort sites, stuff like that, because you're going to get yourself killed. It's kind of over exaggeration, but you know what I mean. You don't want to get into trouble. So if you just use a couple of these methods that I'm just showing you, you should be able to get your first couple models. I'm guaranteeing you, just by Instagram ads. That is my favorite. That is what we are running every single day, spending a couple $100s on Instagram ads every single day on our agency page, and we are getting hundreds of leads. This is how you can differentiate yourself from the other 200 agencies out there, which are just popping up left, right, and center. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just make sure to let me know in the comments. You will find our TikTok Telegram group down below, in which, as I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, you will be able to find an Instagram ads guide. With that guide, you should be able to find your first model. I'm guaranteeing you. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.